Welcome back to the D&D Talk Wrestling Weekly Rewind.
We'll go through what happened inside of the ring and outside of the ropes. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lengthy conversation about the recent non-renewals of some contracts and also some contracts that are about to expire soon. So
I don't know if one. Is there more? Is there multiple?
Yeah, there's multiple.
Man.
So stay tuned. He's going to have to stay tuned too because he doesn't even know.
Oh, man. It's been a long week for both of us.
That's all right. Play the intro.
So we'll start AEW from last week. It started out with Hangman in the ring because as we know from Double or Nothing, he's facing Moxley. Talking how he's going to beat Moxley to get the title back, but Ospreay came out and Ospreay's like, you need my help, you need Swerve's help because you're not going to be able to face the Death Riders alone. Swerve came out and Swerve's like, I'm never going to help this bitch ass, and of course Swerve and Hangman started going at it, so Ospreay's trying to pull them apart. They got into an argument backstage, which it leads to a match over the weekend of Ospreay and Swerve, I believe. Or it was either over the weekend or it's like at the next pay-per-view or something. The first match of the night was a mixed trios match of Mark Briscoe, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Willow Nightingale versus Gabe Kidd, Jon Moxley, and Marina Shafir. I got confused during this match because Gabe Kidd and Jon Moxley are both bald with a goatee. They just had a black shirt and jeans on, and I kept getting confused between who was who because they look alike. I'm like, shit, what's doing what? And then nobody was bleeding, so I'm like, well, I don't know what one Mox is either. So
Yeah, typically he's how about the one with nails in their back? Was there one of those? No,
there wasn't one of those. I didn't, because even Gabe Kidd did the like bite of the forehead that like Moxley does. I was like, is this just Moxley Jr.? Like, what is he trying to do here?
Yeah, Moxley Light.
Moxley Light. It ended when referee Albert Edwards had to stop the match because Briscoe faded away to Moxley's bulldog choke. I think Briscoe was still bleeding from the weekend. Probably.
Did he change his shirt?
Yeah, I think he had a black shirt on now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he had a black shirt on.
Or was that the white shirt that now has...
You know what it could have been? It could have been like brown because that's what happens, we know. Next, there was a no disqualification tag match. Oh, here's where all the blood went to. It's Anna Jay and Harley Cameron versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. There was a lot of blood in this match because I believe both Anna Jay and Harley Cameron got their noses broke. Because at the end of the match, you can see I don't remember the doctor's name, but he goes up to Harley Cameron like this, and she like pushes his hands away, and I'm like, oh yeah, her nose is probably broke. The match ended when Harley Cameron suffered a brutal collision, face first into the steel steps, and then Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne did the Doomsday Device to get the win. Next was a trios match of the Ops, Shibata, Samoa Joe, and Will Hobbs versus... this is the first time I've seen them. I've heard of them before. The Frat House. They're like a Ring of Honor tag team. It's oh man, I can't think of the one guy is Lexis King's old tag team partner. I remember the middle guy I never heard of, but then the third one was the dude that got kicked out of the family from NXT, like when they first got released, like 2 years ago maybe. Remember when there was 3 of them before, like the lawyer guy? It was Stax. It was
Yeah, I do.
Is it Cole? Was Cole Carter his name in NXT? No, but it's I think something Carter, maybe. Cole Carter's his name now. Oh, Preston Vance is the other one. So Preston Vance, who was... I mean, it's not a bad tag team. Cole Carter was the dude from NXT. Preston Vance was handpicked by Brody Lee. And then Griff Garrison was trained with Lexis King, who they were both getting trained off of... why can't I think of any names today?
It's another one of those days.
It's another one of those days. It's been a long week. Like I said before, it's been a long week for both of us. With both random outside of wrestling stuff.
Like literally all outside of wrestling stuff.
They were trained by Arn Anderson because Arn's kid and those two were all getting trained by him.
I mean, you say it's this week, but you always forget names. Like you.
I do.
I just do my pen out myself.
But it's been. I'm literally looking at this, but obviously Arn Anderson's name's on. I'm
gonna throw a compliment in there with
2 weeks ago. I think I couldn't remember any names either.
You have a great wrestling knowledge, but he's the type of person that has this great wrestling knowledge, and then he'll talk about it, and then he'll forget, and then about 4 to 7 hours later,
I'm like, hey, this is it.
Yeah,
you know, you're
typically what happens.
That's me with anything.
And I know he doesn't look it up to cheat because he'll sit here for like 2 hours if he can't think of something, and he won't touch his phone.
I won't even look at my. I hate that we cheat because we'll be at work, we're trying to think of something, and we're both like looking at our phones, and I'm like, I'm not looking at my phone. I want to because we should know this. I want to know this.
I cheat.
Yeah,
just call me the Eddie Guerrero because I'll lie, cheat, steal, everything. I'll steal your heart.
That's fine. You can have it. I mean, it's not Kimbo's heart, so that's fine.
Wow.
We were just watching Dark Side of the Cage with Kimbo Slice, and we had to leave because Rhonda was coming on. Nobody wants to watch her anymore.
No, not at all. But
I
learned some things about Kimbo Slice, though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah.
That's a shame how it all happened.
We don't want to talk. Let's not even get into it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole nother thing.
Cole Carter. Yeah, it'll be a whole. We can even do an episode on him because I mean, kind of a wrestler.
D&D talk, whatever, man. We can talk about whatever we want.
Wrestling, whatever. They want to start with a W. Did you do that on purpose, or did you like? No, you didn't even.
Bro, you know me. Like
I know, which is why you didn't realize it was gonna work. D&D talk, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. It could be just like the logo, bro. Like we can talk about whatever we want.
Here we go. Is she still at the mall?
Probably.
See, ask her if that shirt place is still open and make shirts, because I want to go and get shirts made for us. With the DDTW here and the big logo on the back.
Which big logo? The one with the microphone?
Yeah, that's the logo we have.
We need more.
We do need more.
We need more logos. What the hell are we talking about?
And then the barcode, not the barcode, the QR code on the shoulder, on the arm.
So I could be like, hey,
I was thinking of
subscribe to us.
I was thinking of that the other day, and I'm like, oh, she's still up there now. Just be like, hey, I don't think it is, but...
No, I don't think that.
Regardless, Samoa Joe... I'm sorry, not Samoa Joe. Because I'm trying to read, but then
you don't even want to do it. We got so far off base right now.
I know, it's terrible.
Like, we should just start doing a movie review of, I don't know, The Green Mile.
I haven't seen that in years. I don't think I've ever... I've seen it fully, but I don't think I've ever seen it fully in one sitting.
Bro, full behind the curtain. Oh yeah, that's a movie that make a guy cry.
Like I know I've seen it all, but I think I've seen it in like parts.
And you know why I brought up Green Mile? Because on my way over here,
I think it's like because Kimbo reminds you of.
No, I sat in the car, and like
I would hope so.
I pulled up and I'm sitting in the car and I'm just thinking in my head that line from the movie. I'm tired, boss. When he's just sitting like in the jail cell, like
yeah.
And I'm tired today. Like that's all I wanted to say to you. Like, sorry, just kill me.
Yeah, listen, I was sitting last night going, I'm gonna take a quick little nap while he's talking about wrestling, and I figured you were gonna do the same.
No, we all take a nap when you talk. So.
That's fine. Cole Carter found himself overwhelmed as Hobbs executed another powerful spinebuster to get the win for his team. Then Jamie Hayter was out talking about her loss to Mercedes Moné and what she's going to do next. The lights go out, the lights come back on, and I'm probably going to get the name wrong. Thekla from Stardom came and attacked her. And the big thing with Thekla is, like, they call her the toxic spider, but then they also say, because they even talked about it last night, which we'll talk about next week, but they keep saying she got fired from Stardom because she attacked the president. I'm like, Stone Cold attacked the president all the time. He never got fired from WWE.
He stunned the president's wife.
But that's basically like her way out of Stardom. But she seems kind of cool. I've only seen she had one match last night, and I looked up a couple clips online. She does the Bray Wyatt though, but she doesn't. He walked forward. She like walks backwards with it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool though. She seems alright. Next was a...
She seem nice?
No, she's a spider.
She's a spider.
Yeah.
So if she bites you, would you turn into Spider-Man?
Possibly. Mm-hmm. Next was the AEW TNT Championship match of Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher. There was a lot of stuff happened, obviously, because Adam Cole's part of the Paragon, and they're still beefing with the Don Callis family. So there was a lot of interference, but Adam Cole ended it with hitting the boom onto Fletcher to get the win. Oh, no. Yeah, hit the boom on Fletcher to get the win.
Fletcher's lucky he didn't kill Adam Cole with the powerbomb.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked bad. Everyone's
that
like,
looks terrible.
He nicked his head. No, he didn't nick his head. He didn't even hit it. Looked a little bit, but he just hit the mat. Like it looked bad. That wasn't the greatest.
No, not a good spot.
Not a good spot.
Not a good spot.
Next was an AEW International Championship 4-way qualifier match, which sounds weird, but that's the the championship match is a fatal four because this was just Brody King versus Josh Alexander. Brody King, I love Brody King, man. I don't know what it is.
You always say that.
I started watching some of his like Ring of Honor and indie stuff. Oh, he used to be an animal. Like,
is it just because he's big and burly? Is that what you like?
It could be.
Being tattooed and burly, is that your thing?
That's my thing, yeah. That's my, no homo, that's my thing, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Brody King hit a gonzo bomb onto Alexander to get the win to qualify for the match. Then there was a bunch of Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné stuff.
Splashed myself in the eye.
Did that burn?
A little bit.
Under your glasses?
Under my glass? I don't even know how that happened.
That was talent.
That takes a lot of talent.
There was a bunch of Mercedes Moné, Tony Storm stuff to end the night because they're going back and forth. Tony kept saying, I've been waiting 441 days. That's how long you've been in AEW. We never had a match, this and that. But it was really weird because the way they ended it, the phrasing, the way they ended it, somebody put that online and then put their pictures from WWE because I should have saved the tweet. I didn't think about it. One of the two last matches for them, it had maybe Tony Storm's last match, was against Sasha in WWE.
It was Tony's, yeah.
Because we know Sasha left with the Naomi tag team stuff. So yeah, it had to be Tony Storm's last match was in WWE.
I saw that too.
But that's how it ended. Dynamite for last week. So we can go into SmackDown and see all the fun, interesting stuff that happened there because there's a lot. There's a nice little quote that happened that popped me really hard.
Are we talking about the quote that has to do with a particular nightmare that is of the American nationality?
No. No. This is another quote of. They already took that shirt off the website.
What shirt?
The Ron Cena shirt. It's already off the site.
Really?
Like that day.
Oh, I wanted that.
I wanted it. I was like, maybe it'll go on discount. No, it's gone from the site, and it was like the second or third selling shirt for the week.
Because Ron Cena is hilarious.
Ron Cena is hilarious.
All right, so we're going to move on to SmackDown right now, where we start off with Bianca coming down in her hometown, right?
Right.
The crowd was hot for her. She ended up singing along with the crowd to good old Rocky Top. So if you're into college football, you'll definitely know what that is. The crowd was really hot for that, too.
I mean, obviously, it's the, I don't call it the cheap pop because it's her hometown, but that's like the super easy way to get over.
But still. I mean,
like you can go to Ohio, and as soon as you could be the biggest heel, you could be Brock Lesnar walking into Ohio and yell OH, and everyone's going to go IO, and you're going to get a lot of pops though.
True, but I mean, I still see Bianca as a face, though. I mean, like
no, yeah, because she said she never. Remember, she said she never wanted to be, or it's too hard for her to be a heel. Get the hell out of here.
I mean, she is like really, really like nice outside.
No, yeah, obviously, yeah, all this stuff, especially like all the stuff she did for her,
like
all the girls at WrestleMania, like to get
R-Truth being a heel. I mean, he was.
He was, yeah.
He might be again. I'm just saying. Maybe it was not a good example.
No,
considering the circumstances.
Considering what happened, yeah. It's not really a great way.
So, speaking of heels, Naomi ends up interrupting her.
Oh, they're going to talk the pair that you were wearing. Oh, all right.
No, they are nice, though, aren't they?
Jesus Christ.
They're nice and crisp. If I wasn't old, I would be able to
it's like, here we go, I'm going to just hear your bones cracking.
Throw my leg up on the table here and just show you a little something, but keep that for the other platform. Anyways, Naomi ends up interrupting her. Basically trying to make amends with Bianca. I kind of like the little path they're taking to where, like, Naomi is turning into, like, the psycho ex-friend.
Yeah.
And she's kind of playing it really good.
Because she was like, I went to your, something about, like, I went to your house and I saw the picture.
And
like,
nobody was home, so I let myself in.
Like, all right, now, a little creep.
All right, chill, Naomi. Which ends up, Nia Jax ends up coming out. All those guys out there just literally lead into the match immediately after that. Obviously, doesn't involve Bianca because she's still, like, injured. But
oh yeah, her hand was wrapped.
We had the women's Money in the Bank qualifier: Nia Jax versus Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Surprised me on who won this because although I love her work right now, she was my third choice.
I was shocked.
So Naomi ends up getting the win after she rolls up Nia Jax. So Nia Jax hit her finisher on Jade Cargill. As soon as she got up from after hitting that finisher, Naomi just roll up. Most devastating move in all of wrestling. So Naomi is now going to be in the Money in the Bank, which is kind of a good thing because she's athletic as hell. So she might be able to pull off some...
Has she ever been in a Money in the Bank?
I don't know, but I'm happy for it. I base Money in the Bank matches on how athletic the participants are.
Oh, she has been in. Oh, she's been in a lot.
Like, there's been like a year where it was like Big Show, Kane.
Yeah, it was like...
And I was just so mad. I'm like, what are they gonna do?
Stupid, yeah.
And then you see someone in it like Kofi. Like, oh, okay, so they're
I
just
loved
gonna,
like when Kofi was in them, or like when Punk was like the first and second like Money in the Bank.
so they're just gonna beat him up, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Naomi, good job on that. We'll go into a segment. We had Solo Jacob and JC Mateo, where R-Truth comes up. Looks at Solo and asks if JC is his son. Then he calls him Husky.
I couldn't believe that. That was.
And then he was talking about a match, how he has to fight in a match against JC or something. And Solo's like, yeah, we can make that happen. And Truth was just like, damn, y'all are big bone, and walked away.
Walked away.
That was funny. That sets up for the next match that we have is R-Truth versus JC Mateo. Wasn't much. Truth got a little bit of his Cena moves in, but it turned out as more along the lines of a squash-ish match. JC Mateo hit the Tour Islands for the win. After the match, Mateo and Solo start beating on Truth. Jimmy Uso makes the save. JC goes to hit Jimmy, or he does hit Jimmy, but Solo stops him because Solo's trying to get Jimmy.
Yeah, because I said like, come on, man, come back to the family. Come to my side.
So that's a little strange, but anyways. Unfortunately, like I don't want to say it now, but we're gonna say it now. That was
the last time we saw.
That was gonna be the last time we see R-Truth because,
Sucks.
as you know, that his contract is expiring. Hey, spoiler for the news because
Hey,
it's stay
spoiler
tuned.
for the news, yeah.
Boo! Like everybody didn't know already.
Right, like it hasn't been talked about.
I mean, I wish his last match was Cena.
It would have been better.
I mean, yeah, he lost obviously, but you lose to John Cena.
You lose it, yeah.
I mean, Jeff Cobb ain't no slouch, but
but
he's no John Cena. All right, so next we have Street Profits cutting a promo in the ring. Fraxium ended up coming out. They were just saying that they had to beat before everybody else got involved in their match, which led out Motor City Machine Guns, followed by DIY. All talking about title shots going back and forth, and the lights go back out. Kind of the same thing that happened last time. Come back on, Wyatt 6 show up and just take out all 4 teams. So I'm not necessarily sure.
Yeah, I don't...
Are they going for the tag titles? Because I'm cool with seeing Loomis and Gacy as tag champs because they're.
But I do like the whole thing of you broke up this family. We're the punishment for that, but they're not really doing that. They're just. It seems like they're just going after the titles.
Unless we all think they're going after the titles, but they're going after somebody else that we don't know.
Yeah, but who in any of those things? I mean, I remember, I think it was back in COVID, Montez had that little bit of a singles run, but that was 4 or 5 years ago. They're not really going to bring that. I mean, they could bring that back up, but...
I don't know. That's a good question. So after that, after they cleaned up those 4 teams from the ring, we have Los Garza versus Rey Fenix and Javon Evans. That match was
yeah,
absolutely insane.
It was cool to see Javon on SmackDown.
It was. But, like, all 4 of those guys are absolutely... Like, Los Garza is so underrated in my book. And the one... What was it? SmackDown we went to last? There was, like, a speed match or something, but, like, Berto was in it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how big that dude is in real life. Like, he's
kinda,
massive.
He's kind of jacked for being, like,
anyways,
a luchador.
That match was absolutely amazing. All 4 of those guys absolutely killed it. Ethan Page was ringside for the whole match. He ends up getting involved. Takes out Phoenix by throwing him over the announce table. Evans gets double teamed, and Los Garza pick up the win, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
But I mean, obviously, it's a setup for the
Worlds Collide.
The Worlds Collide.
I'm excited for that pay-per-view. There's a lot of like good matches.
That Fatal 4-Way match.
That Fatal 4 match is gonna be really good.
Nuts.
Yeah.
And that's earlier on Saturday.
It's on at 3.
And then Money in the Bank's on after
7.
So we're
at 3 o'clock. We're just gonna walk to our work like this. Don't bother us at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we're usually busy around never o'clock.
Right. You're not wrong. Yeah.
I'll be training this weekend, so
you'll have all the opportunity to just be like,
I got it. Don't worry. I'll bring the charger.
We're good as well.
All right. So next up we have This stemmed from a little backstage segment, nothing crazy from it, but we have Zelina Vega versus Alba Fire. Vega ends up hitting the code red on Alba for the win.
I'm so glad Vega's getting like ring time and more attention.
I'm just a little nervous because what's happening to Vega is the same thing that happened to Lyra in the beginning. Amazing in the ring, but not much of a reaction. Then Lyra started to get it. I hope same thing happens to Vega. You know what I mean?
I feel like she's more...
Or was it Chelsea was just so over
it could have been it.
that people, like, who beats Dom for the IC title? I feel like...
It could be AJ Styles, and he might get booed just for being
I feel like people are going to be iffy in the beginning because it's Dom. He's so over.
Yeah.
So next up, we have a Damian Priest promo. Talks a little bit about the Drew feud. He did give him a little bit of credit. He said that he wasn't expecting to face the Warrior, Drew McIntyre, but that's who he got. He does put himself over that feud. Now that he said that he's moving on to something different, and he's got his eyes set on Jacob Fatu in the U.S. title.
Ooh, that match is gonna hit.
Says he's proud of Jacob and respects him, but wants that title. Although he doesn't respect the people that Fatu hangs around with, and if they get involved, he's gonna take care of them too. That could be something. Although, like, Priest is kind of alone against 3 people.
I mean, I'm sure like Jimmy will come and help.
Jimmy don't feud with nobody. He just helps everyone.
Jimmy just helps whoever is against Solo.
Well, he should see what happened to Jay. What happens to people who help other people.
Fair.
We'll talk about that on the Raw. All right. So next up, we have the men's Money in the Bank qualifier: Jacob Fatu versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Hey. My pages are moving myself. See that?
They're fans.
This went from freaking wrestling podcast to Ghost Hunters in 2 seconds. That's wonderful.
Because we're talking about Kimbo.
Oh shit! Get knocked the fuck out by those.
He's coming after.
See, we're allowed 1 F-bomb. Still PG-13.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so basically this match kind of turned into a little bit of a cluster, but not really. Fatu hits a moonsault. And Solo gets on the apron telling Jacob to hit it again.
Do it again.
Basically just distracting him. Jimmy Uso ends up running out and takes out JC Mateo. In the ring, Mello hits a code breaker on Jacob while he was distracted, making him fall out of the ring. Andrade capitalizes by hitting Mello with the message and getting the win. That is probably one of the more surprising things to me.
I saw Jacob going into Money in the Bank.
Me too. I love Andrade too. It's not saying I didn't want him to win, but
I had Jacob the whole time.
Me too.
Like, I would have had money on Jacob.
So that's why I feel like that his U.S. title is going to be lengthy. Because like if he got into that match, it's like, oh.
Yeah, he wasn't going to. Well, I mean, it's not like they wouldn't do it, but you're like.
Jacob walking around like Kenny Omega a couple years ago.
Yeah, with every title.
With 11 belts on him.
Kurt Angle and TNA with literally every title they had. I mean, it's not like they won't ever do that.
Jacob, why do you have the cute cruiserweight title on you?
Jacob's be like, I'm cashing in on myself to get the United States title.
I'm telling you, that would be. You said that. How great would it be if a heel won the Money in the Bank and then cashed it in on themselves?
They would do that. I mean,
that would be like an Eddie Guerrero.
That would be
that would definitely be a good Eddie Guerrero angle. Oh my god, that would be a good Dom thing.
Or it'd be somehow, I don't know, well, I could see like Mick Foley doing that. Like Cactus Jack wins it, but Mankind has the title. And he gets somebody else to dress as Mankind, and he comes out as Cactus Jack with the Money in the Bank.
I know we're getting off topic, but I saw something funny.
Well, that's all we ever do. Welcome to the Off Topic Podcast.
I saw something funny. What they should have done is, you know how like this whole El Grande Americano Chad Gable thing? Well, every time they interview Chad Gable, they should have someone different dressed up as El Grande walk in the background.
Like the first time.
But not like the first time, because the first time it was kind of looked similar.
Oh,
one week a woman. Another week like Omos.
And like
another
Otis.
week Apollo Crews. Then like someone like Otis.
Okay, that'd be kind of funny.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. That's how they get truth back.
Credit to whoever on Reddit said that, because I forget your name, but it wasn't my idea. But I was like dying. I'm just thinking of the different wrestlers that could do that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
You just see Ivar walking with the. All right. So, anyways, after the match, after Andrade ends up qualifying for the Money in the Bank, Jacobs, Solo, and JC were all arguing backstage. After the commercial break, backstage, they showed Jacob just destroying everything in sight.
Oh yeah.
Solo approaches him, saying that he was just trying to help. Jacob says, "For the last time, I don't need your help." Those cracks are getting bigger.
Those cracks are getting wide.
And the crowd, or all of us in general, are going to lose our minds once he just snaps.
I wonder if, before he snaps, Solo and JC attack him, and that's how like Zilla comes out.
They show Zilla's like interviews and stuff. Like I've been watching a bunch of his shorts, and like I would see it would be like, "Who's the real tribal chief?" And he'd be like, "Roman." Like not.
Yeah, he
Solo,
does it all the time.
Like,
yeah, he does it all the time.
So I mean, I could see that. Like, can you imagine Zilla and Jacob?
They were a tag team on the Indies.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh my god! If they did their, well, I don't think they would change it. If they did their tag team finisher on like a SmackDown, oh my god, everyone would go crazy.
That's it. Yeah, I'm taking my shirt off. I don't even care.
I'm not watching. The good thing we don't watch SmackDown together.
Please, you'd be there with popcorn and a video camera.
What happened next?
Oh, okay. What happened next?
Why did your voice just crack?
Don't.
Oh!
Maybe I'm in a band, a cover band for 1980s hair metal.
Come on,
maybe
MJ. What happened next?
MJ.
Yeah, you sound like Michael Jackson.
I'll moonwalk my ass right out of this damn room. There goes all your entertainment.
Go ahead.
First of all, I can't moonwalk.
I know. That's why I said go ahead.
Next up is the main event segment. I wrote that down because I watched SmackDown, but just to remember some points, I looked it up, and that's what it said. Main event segment.
Because it was
not main event match.
Yeah, because it wasn't a match.
That just struck me funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's your main event.
Here's your
Two people
ending part of the night.
Yeah, that's great.
That's kind of funny.
It was kind of entertaining, but Cody ends up coming out. Did a little promo about taking time off, blaming himself about what happened, saying if Cena does in fact ruin wrestling, Cody is partially to blame too by losing the belt to him. He ends up calling out Jey Uso, who's going to be his tag team partner for the tag match at Money in the Bank. Cena ends up coming out, calls Cody and Jey wrestling's biggest wannabes. He said they both want to be him so bad it makes him sick. Calls Uso lazy and Cody desperate. Damn, Cena, going in. He says Logan Paul has everything a future champ needs. Logan comes out. Cena says Paul is better than any wrestler. Logan doesn't need to pay his dues in the business because he's paying everyone's mortgage. That was like...
Yeah, that was a good line.
That was pretty good. Logan ends up calling Uso and Cody Nepo babies, and himself and Cena are self-made. They all want to fight. Cena seems a little hesitant. He goes to leave. Logan kind of stops him, kind of stares down.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Cody ends up asking if they're leaving so Logan can polish Cena's Peacemaker. That was hilarious. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And then they end up just getting into a big brawl to end the show. So, a lot of setup for their tag match coming up. I feel like there's so much more that's going to happen in this match, though. And I don't know what.
Yeah, Travis Scott.
It could be a cash-in. It could be Travis Scott.
It could be a cash-in. Because I feel like that's the main event for Money in the Bank.
Yeah. 100%.
And I feel like they're going to probably start with the men's Money in the Bank match. Because whoever wins it, they're just going to show. They're going to keep showing whoever's winning it, watching that match backstage.
So since we're in the discussion of Cena, you have your two big heels in the company right now, Cena and Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Cena wants to ruin wrestling. Mm-hmm. Rollins wants to set wrestling up for the future.
Save wrestling, yeah.
Those
are two very different heel moves. Now that you're saying it like that.
So, like, would Cena want, like, if Seth won, would Cena want him to like cash in on Jey so they could ruin wrestling?
Yeah, but Seth's not trying to ruin wrestling. Yeah, he's trying to set it up.
I just realized how they're polar opposite characters,
and they're both heels.
But they're both heels.
You just saying that now made me realize, like,
because like Sammy, everybody's like, we need to stop Seth, but like, why isn't anybody saying we need to stop Cena?
Right? Why is it just Cody's job to take care of Cena? Very
I don't know. I have a theory about Sammy too. I think so.
Sammy's turn. Sammy's going with
Seth.
He's going with Seth somewhere, some point in time. He's going with Seth.
Yeah, 100%. There's some fishiness going on.
Yeah.
But that closes out SmackDown, so we are going to go on to
Collision.
Oh
Collision started with another qualifier for the International Championship. Claudio Castagnoli and Commander. You're never going to get that.
Nope. But one day I'm going to get it flawlessly.
Claudio Castagnoli versus Commander. Claudio won with the neutralizer to go to face. I believe it's announced now. It's Brody King, Claudio, Kenny Omega. Maybe they didn't have the fourth person yet. Maybe it's near the end of Collision.
It's me.
Then there was the backstage part of Ospreay and Swerve. How they need to help. They both need to help Hangman. Swerve's like, I'm not gonna part of your team. I'm not your friend. We're not a squad. We're never gonna be. He goes to leave, and he goes leaving the car. Ospreay slams the door, and they just start beefing back and forth. Strickland like grabs him and like launches him into a guardrail. And talk about it last time on Dynamite, and Ospreay was like, yeah, it was kind of an accident. You know, I never really should have said anything about that. The next match was another trios match of the Don Callis family versus Paragon and Tomohiro Ishii. And it was kind of funny because the picture I saw online had Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and then Ishii, and somebody commented, man, Bobby Fish looks worse than he ever did. That was kind of funny. Takeshita hit the Raging Fire Michinoku driver for the win to get the Don Callis family the win because they're just on a roll apparently. Next was a Continental title eliminator. It's so confusing because there's a international title and the Continental title, and it just
in WWE's is the Intercontinental.
It's so confusing, but I think they're trying to fix it from what happened last night, which we'll talk about next week. But I think they're going to try to unify them with an amazing match at All In. Kenny Okada 5. Yeah. I wasn't going to get All In, and then I saw that, and I went, that might be a purchase for that match. I mean, they'll never be the New Japan matches, but still. Kenny Okada is one of the biggest rivalries.
Some of the GOAT matches.
Some of the GOAT matches. So the Continental title eliminator match was Okada versus Anthony Bowens. Bowens went to go do the Molly Wop, but he got reversed into the Rainmaker, so Okada gets the win. He doesn't have to face Bowens again. Next was your boys FTR. They came out and they confronted Atlantis Jr. and Templaro. FTR called them the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger mask. What are you wearing the Power Ranger masks for? It's kind of funny because last night MVP called somebody from CMLL the Blue Ranger because he had the blue mask on and all blue, and I'm like, what are they bringing Power Rangers in for all of a sudden?
Everybody loves the Power Rangers.
Everybody loves the Power Rangers. I think there's a new movie coming out.
Unless you're Rita.
Or Zed.
Yeah.
Or sure.
They don't either. Yeah. What was that big golden thing?
Goldar?
Goldar, yeah. He doesn't like them either.
No, obviously not.
No. I like Goldar. I like the villains. I don't know why.
Because villains are more fun.
They are.
They're always more fun.
They are. I like Jafar. Totally off topic.
Yeah, really off topic.
Well, I'm just saying.
Hardwood told Atlantis Jr., tell your father to keep his old ass at home and not mess with FTR. And they started going at each other. FTR said, we'll see you next week at Fyter Fest. Sky Blue had a match with Mina Shirakawa. Tony Storm was on commentary, which it's really weird. It's either Tony Storm on commentary or like Mercedes Moné on commentary for any women's match. Like, it doesn't have to do anything with them. Mina Shirakawa won, and after the match, Sky Blue attacked. Julia Hart came out to help Sky Blue, and then Tony Storm into the ring to help Mina Shirakawa, because I guess they're like best friends now for whatever reason, because their other best friend is currently not in the company anymore, and we'll talk about that a little later. The Gates of Agony had a...
It's gonna be May.
It was so funny that happened on literally June 1st. It wasn't June 1st, but it happened the first NXT of June. Just because they're changing her last name.
Should be her music.
They're changing her last name to Saints.
Mariah June?
Mariah Saints.
Mariah Saints?
She's going to be your sister.
Oh. Kind of like LA Knight and, what's her name? From Alpha Babes.
Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
And, the hell was his name?
Something
Dupree.
Max Dupree.
But yeah, Max Dupree. Yeah, obviously, yeah, Max and Maxine.
And his sister Maxine. Yeah, Maxine, that made sense. Yeah, good job, Vince.
Way to go. So next was the Gates of Agony in a squash match against two local wrestlers, Cosmo Orion and GMO Kaminara. Cosmo Orion. Yeah.
Like that.
GMO Kaminara. Isn't GMO the bad stuff in food? No, that's the good stuff in food.
GMOs?
I don't know.
Is he Italian?
Not with the last name of Kaminari. Maybe with the last name of Kaminari. I don't know. Totally ought to hit a devastating shotgun drop kick to get the win for his team.
I want to see them fight. No, not them, but just in general.
The Gates of Agony?
No, just the team in general. WWE, AEW, or whatever. Come out and be like, we're fighting a bunch of local jobbers, and then the local people win.
That would be awesome. That would be... I'm sure it's happened somewhere.
I don't think it's ever happened. Correct me. Anybody watching this, if that has ever happened.
I don't know if he was local, but Jericho wrestled Action Andretti, who was
people knew who he was. I'm talking about
like a local.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm not saying beat Cena, but I don't know, someone like The Miz or...
I was gonna say like Andrade. But yeah,
I mean Andrade. We just
like The Miz or Rusev, because that's what he's doing now with his jobber shit again.
Rusev, but there's a bunch of meat slapping.
They might not
Sheamus.
They might not have that long to face The Miz, so they better get there.
I like what Sheamus said. I bully bullies.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. They're like, "Where you been?" He was like, "Oh, it lasted just as long as Rusev Day, 24 hours." I never liked Rusev Day.
Me neither. Wasn't a fan of it.
I wasn't a fan of it.
I've always been a Sheamus fan, though.
Yeah. Next was La Faction Ingobernables, Rouge Trilistico, and the Beast Mortos. Took on Top Flight and AR Fox in a match. Rouge hit a fierce corner strike and a shotgun drop kick on Darius Martin, securing the pinfall for La Faction Ingobernable. Next, there was the last of the international four-way qualifier match of Mascarada Dorada facing Hechicero. I'm shocked I got those two names right.
Really?
But it's okay. Mascarada Dorada secured with a shooting star press from the top rope. So next week, last night at Fyter Fest, it's Claudio, Brody King, Kenny Omega, and Mascarada Dorado.
How did you not notice what I've been doing?
I've been noticing. I think that's Lindsay Dorado. But that ended Collision for last week. Shockingly, for the next 2 weeks, there's no Collision. I think because of the NBA Finals. I don't think they've ever said, but like Fyter Fest was 4 hours. It's really weird because on TV they said it's 4 hour Dynamite, but then when you look on like the channel guide, it was 2 hours Dynamite, 2 hour Collision. It's kind of weird, but I guess I've understood it.
Well, I mean, there's this thing that's relatively known as math. So if you add 2,
right? But they weren't calling the last 2 hours Collision. They were actually, they didn't even call it Dynamite. They just called it Fyter Fest. So they didn't even really say Dynamite or Collision. They just called it.
And I keep seeing it and thinking it's saying Fyre Fest.
No, that's Ja Rule. That's
Ja Rule sucks.
That's a little different. Whoa! Go to Raw before we have that argument. I like I was a Ja Rule fan. I have every Ja Rule CD.
You look like you were a Ja Rule fan.
I have every Ja Rule CD. I'm pretty sure I still do. Go to Raw.
He made CDs?
Yes, he made CDs.
Dude, he's...
Just because 50 Cent bought out the first 2 rows of his concert. I was a Ja Rule fan. I was a Murder Inc. fan. I liked Murder Inc. Go to Raw. We're not having this talk. We're not talking about music. Go to Raw.
Fake-ass gangsters, Murder Inc.?
That's fine. Go to Raw. We're not talking about this. We're not doing this right now.
He got destroyed by Eminem.
I know he got destroyed by Eminem. It doesn't mean I can't be a fan.
And D12. Well, he talked about his daughter, bro. That's fucked up.
So did MGK, and I'm an MGK fan.
Well, MGK kind of like... I mean, he kind of hit on his daughter. That's different a little.
He's a grandfather now, Eminem. That's crazy. That's crazy.
MGK just said his daughter was attractive, but like she might have been underage. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Ja Rule said that his daughter was going to grow up to be a drug addict and a street worker, just to be politically correct.
Like her grandma.
Well, I mean, no, but overall though, his music, he's trash, bro.
No, I like Ja Rule's music. Go to Raw. We're not doing this no more.
You don't like being put on the spot right now.
I don't care about it. I'm not being put on the spot.
Well, whatever.
I like Ja Rule.
Sounds like a cookie monster.
I'll watch Ja Rule and I'll listen to Ja Rule any day over Jay-Z. I hated Jay-Z.
Why are you shooting strays at Jay-Z?
I hated
bring up Jay-Z.
I know, but
why you listen to someone that sounds like Cookie Monster?
What about so you're telling me
what?
You have to pick between Kendrick and Drake? You can't listen to both?
Look,
that's basically this. No, it's basically the same thing.
Well, what I'm basically saying is, if it's true that Drake had been fucking around with underage girls,
that's different. That's
then
different.
No, I'm not gonna listen to him.
Obviously, right. I mean, nobody's listening to Diddy for the rest of their lives.
There's some Biggie songs Thank you for that segue. That I'll turn on and I'll hear Diddy in the background. I'm just like, not today. Not today.
Did you just go like this to change it?
No, I went like that.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw that.
They need to take all of Biggie's music.
They won't do that.
And take Diddy's voice out of it.
He owns it. They won't do that.
Well, yeah. Well, you're gonna do a lot from it from sitting in a jail cell, Mr. Friggin' Johnson and Johnson. The hell out of here.
We should have bought stock in that. That's right through the roof.
I know it's a slippery subject to talk about.
He looks bad. He's been in jail for what, 6 months? He looks like he's aged 90 years.
Overall, though, Ja Rule, I don't know, bro. Come on.
I was a Ja Rule fan. I don't care. I don't care.
Come on, you could have said anything else with Ja Rule.
No, I was a Ja Rule fan.
I would have accepted Justin Bieber without giving you a look. I would have accepted a lot of
Justin. We've had this talk at work. Justin Bieber has good songs. We've had this talk at work.
It's okay though. You could even say Chris Brown. I mean, he did a little messed up stuff.
Maybe she liked being hit.
But that's okay.
We don't know this. I have Chris Brown CDs as well.
But Ja Rule?
Yes.
That's what he sounds like. That's all you hear every time he's doing something.
That's fine. I don't mind. Go to Raw. This isn't. We're not talking rap music today. That's
gonna be my promo. Is Ja Rule? I don't even care.
Oh, I forgot about my promo. Oh no, I already talked about that. My promo pissed me off the other day.
What doesn't piss you off?
A lot.
Oh, I know what doesn't piss you off. Ja Rule.
Oh my god.
Stupid. I can't wait to ask people.
I don't care if you. I don't. First of all, the people that we talk to work probably don't even know who Ja Rule is.
One will.
Who?
Mo.
Jesse.
Oh no, Jesse's yeah.
But like everyone else, who?
Oh yeah. Is that classic rock?
Punch you in the mouth.
All right, let's go to Raw, shall we? We're gonna start off with CM Punk promo, but we start off every show with a promo on WWE.
We really do. I think AEW started doing that too.
So he starts talking about Money in the Bank. Says it's the summer of Punk. It's a little less exciting when you have to say it instead of it being named.
Can we have 3 summers of Punk? This would be the 3rd one now.
Reminds us that he cashed in twice in his career, winning Money in the Bank, and he's looking forward a 3rd time. He's not even in the match, but he's in the qualifier match later in the night. Punk says if he feuded with Uso, it's nothing personal, it's only business. If he feuded with Cena, it is personal. And he ended up calling The Rock a bald fraud goof. And then told Cena if he went against him, he'll pick the bones because he's a little bitch. So
yeah, he's going.
He kind of went in on Cena a little bit, but like bald fraud goof.
He keeps going in on The Rock. Like,
but he says the corniest things about The Rock.
Yeah, but he's been calling The Rock a bald fraud since Mania. I think since last year's Mania.
Why not a bald fraud bitch?
I don't know. Maybe they're like, hey, we cannot use.
Maybe The Rock has a paper. Do not call me this name.
You know what? He might. Like, you're getting fined if you use any of these words with me.
Sammy comes out. This part confused me. This is why I you know what? We both said that we think something fishy's going on with Sammy. Why would he come out, start telling Punk? Actually, I'm asking the question, but I'm explaining what happened too. I know it's kind of weird. He came out and he was explaining to Punk how important this match is, how he has to win, how he has to get into the Money in the Bank to stop Seth, and blah blah blah. And then he went on to say that if he won the title, that he's gonna have to fight Sammy in the future. Like, that was kind of confusing to me.
Yeah. But
like,
he doesn't know what he's doing.
You don't think Punk knows that, like,
he's gonna have to fight everybody?
I'm just why did you come out and just like,
right?
If it were a real life or death thing, you just put more pressure on him and made him overthink it. You know what I mean?
For no reason.
Unless that was the plan all along.
Which could be.
I don't know. Heel Sammy is an entertaining Sammy.
Was that faction with him and Shinsuke? It was him, Shinsuke, and Claudio. Well, not Claudio at the time. They didn't have a faction name, did they?
I don't think so.
Cesaro? It was just, Cesaro.
Well, what was his first name when he first debuted?
Cesaro? Wasn't it like Antonio Cesaro or something? And he was like, I speak 18 different languages. And then that chick was like this, and then he would say it in this language, and who the hell was she?
Oh, I don't know that part. Anyways, see how I just get out of trying to think? Next, we have the Women's Money in the Bank qualifier. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer versus Ivy Nile. This match was insane.
That match was really
It was
good.
so good. It was so good. I don't know how everybody else feels about this, but I've been loving these triple threat matches because they've all been so good.
I always love triple threat matches.
But Vakur ends up getting the win after hitting the SVB on Ivy. I could go into details, but watch it. If you haven't watched it, watch that match. It's insane.
It took me till that match to realize that's the Stephanie Vakir bomb. SVB. I was like, I'm stupid.
I didn't know what it meant until right now.
I'm like literally going, and I'm like, Stephanie Vakir bomb. Oh, okay. No, that wasn't her.
So, next we have a little segment backstage with AJ Styles and Heyman. Paul tries talking AJ out of trying to qualify for Money in the Bank and to focus on Dom and the IC title. That was another thing that kind of confused me. Why are you talking AJ out of qualifying for the Money in the Bank?
It's really weird.
When it has nothing to do with Seth winning.
Oksana.
Because
she was also like, was she Russian or something too? She was something from like...
But do you see what I mean though? Like, why would he be talking him out of doing the qualifier?
He's doing really weird shit.
It's all weird shit surrounding the Seth angle. I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter that he goes into the match? Like, wouldn't you... So it would be Punk versus...
Something fishy. We just know something fishy going on.
There's something fishy's going on right now. I smell it. It's either wrestling or...
Your armpits?
I was gonna say something else, but...
Wow.
Anyways. Another backstage segment. Here we go. One with Sheamus. He was talking with the Alpha Academy, saying how he was proud of Tozawa for standing up for himself, and ends up cutting a promo on Rusev, basically, saying that he's known him forever, and someone had to come back and put him in his place and everything, and the last thing he said that I bully bullies. I kind of like that line. That's going to be a fantastic feud, I think, between those two. And the fact that they are playing into the relationship in the past, how they've known each other for so long.
And they were in whatever the hell that stupid faction was.
League of Nations?
I don't think it's the League. It's something of Nations. Something. I don't think it's the League of Nations. It might have been.
I thought it was League of Nations.
It might have been League of Nations. Because United Nations is the real thing, so maybe it is League of Nations.
Yeah.
You didn't even talk about the best part of Raw.
What?
Michael Cole in the basketball jersey.
I'm not talking about that part because the Knicks lost. So
was it me, or did it seem like they were on their headsets, but it sounded like the whole crowd can hear them?
Yeah.
They must be doing something. That's the first time that's ever happened.
No, they've done that before.
They've done that before?
Yeah. Because they turned it on and off to where...
Because normally, like, McAfee would grab them... Like, when he did stuff with Gunther, he grabbed the mic.
Yeah, no, I just think that they did that because they're probably explaining to some people in the crowd why Michael Cole was stripping.
It was really weird.
But I don't want to talk about that.
Sorry, we don't have to talk about that part.
Oh,
because you didn't bring up the part of Punk was like, there's going to be... You're guys have to, like, pace for the Thunder, for the Lightning or some shit.
God, I hope the Thunder beat the crap out of the Pacers. Like I said, I won't talk about it.
We had to talk about it because it happened on Raw.
Shut up. Go listen to Ja Rule.
I will. It's fine.
All right. Sorry. I'm a little sad still, but it's okay. I'll get through it.
Are you one of those that you cry when your team loses, like, the championship?
No.
I hate those people.
I'll honestly, like, if I'm sitting home, like the Cowboys weren't that good this year because, starting quarterback was hurt, we'd be getting the shit kicked out of us, and I'd just be like...
No, that happens, and my parents know, like, not to even talk to my brother because he's in a mood for, like, 2 days, and I'm like, you're not on the team. Like, what?
I used to get, like, kind of upset about it, but then I realized, like they could, like, my favorite teams could all, next year, win all the championships in a row, and guess how different my life is?
It's not going to change anything for your life.
No, not at all.
Right.
So it's like, I've been able to separate sports in real life. I'll get down about it.
Right, but some people, they get depressed for like a week, and I'm like, you weren't even out there. Like, you're not gaining or losing anything.
Like, kind of the same way that we were both down when our truth is not renewing. It didn't ruin my day.
No, it didn't ruin my day.
But it still makes you feel a certain way. Like, oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. That's the best way to equate it to you.
And it's gone in like an hour.
Yeah, you're not a sports guy, but every once in a while you'll think about it and be like, that's how I feel.
Yeah. It's just, man, some people that, like, they're depressed for like 4 days, and I'm like, what is it?
I'm a Cowboys fan. I would literally need medication to get myself out of the depression.
You said it, so.
Exactly. I know anybody out there that's a Cowboys fan could attest. We're all together. We sit in a big circle, or that's Alcoholics Anonymous.
We're a Knicks fan currently, so.
Anyways, next up we have the Judgment Day versus the War Raiders. We have a little bit of
Was that music different?
Whose?
The Judgment Day.
It's that rap music.
I don't know. It seemed different. I don't know, maybe it was the beginning or something.
I missed the old one.
I missed the old one.
The Alter Bridge one. I missed that. Roxanne makes an appearance. Ends up distracting Ivar, allowing Balor to hit the coup de grace on Ivar for the win. I like this whole Roxanne inclusion.
Finn gave her a little wink at the end. I know you noticed it. Yeah.
We have a backstage segment with Stephanie McCurr. Nothing happened in this, but I just love seeing the two together. Where Rhea just comes out.
That. Did they even say anything?
Oh, Rhea just shook her hand.
They just shook hands.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, those two together. That match right there. I do like.
I wanted to be that interviewer.
I don't want to be in the sweat in the hand. I do like her entrance. How like it grows the horns out of the. That's really cool. And then she walks out with that. That's really cool in her video.
Oh, they're probably my two favorite women wrestlers right now, hands down.
Yeah,
hands down.
I put hands down too.
Jesus Christ! I'm trying to steer this back to PG, but you know.
You cursed twice in this video, not me.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. Usually it's me.
Wow. We're gonna have to get a bleep thing. We'll put a little fuzzy thing over my mouth.
We'll pause.
Well, I'm talking about the things on the.
We'll put the censored. We'll put censored over your mouth. If only we had an editor to do all that, because I'm not doing all that. That's too much.
I don't think that's PG.
Why did I look up like he's gone?
Yeah. Dude, okay, I'll be honest with you. I know the hell with On Topic. I love R-Truth, and I'm so sad that he's not renewing his contract, but people gotta get a grip on reality. Like, I'm seeing people talk like he's dead.
Yeah, like
he's alive and well. Like, he's only 53. He's chilling. I mean, it's sad to see the dude go, but damn, people, like, I see, like, people posting videos, like this date to this date, which was when he came back to WWE, and then those people probably don't even realize he was in TNA for the longest time.
He was in TNA for a while.
But when he came back to WWE, and then now when he left, it's like this date to 2025. I'm like, he's not dead, yo, chill.
I didn't realize he was the first, and he was the first African American NWA champion. When it was at the, I don't want to call it the TNA title, but remember when TNA didn't have their own title, they had the NWA title? Mm-hmm. He was the first African American NWA champ. Never knew that until watching his CV.
And he was in WWE as King Quick. He was a tag team with Road Dogg.
With Road Dogg in TNA and in WWE. And he was a tag team champ in TNA with Pac-Man Jones.
And that's another one who likes Chris Brown. Anyways,
wow.
Back to, we have Lyra comes out and cuts a promo on Becky. Becky comes out. I hate this because I love both of them, but I hope this is the payoff to this feud.
It's getting kind of stale a little bit.
It is. Because they're just saying the same things back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, there's no actual build. They just brawl and then it's over.
There was a lot of times on Raw where, like, even on SmackDown, like, I zoned out for a little bit because I'm just like the first match on SmackDown, like, I didn't really care. The Naomi, Nia, I didn't even care who won that match. I'm just like, yeah, okay. And you're like, starting to watch this stuff, I'm like zoning out, and I'm like, this is not good.
And I love Becky, I love Lyra, but like, I don't know. I just feel like they needed. It's kind of like how the Jay and Gunther thing went, and then all of a sudden Jimmy got beat to a pulp, and was like, oh.
I feel like the Priest and McIntyre thing was happening too. That's why they made the last match like a steel cage match to get people back.
This has to be the last match.
It better be the last match.
Well, if Lyra wins, Becky can never challenge for the belt again.
Right.
If Becky wins, Lyra has to raise her hand. Well, I guess that could continue it on.
Yeah, because she can have a rematch clause. What?
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss, of this feud. And I love both of them too. They're amazing.
Yeah, it's falling flat quick.
And you know what's funny? We can say we're tired of feuds, and it has nothing to do with the wrestlers.
No, it's just the way it's set up.
It's the writing. It's the booking.
The way it's set up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to throw shade at them. I'll throw shade at the Bookers, though. Y'all are
not
teammates.
Not T, though.
Not Booker T, no.
No.
Nah, he's 5-time.
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 I am going to miss... I
did that 3 times just like he did, too. You realize that?
Yeah. I am going to miss him calling Vakir's matches, because it's just not the same. Him going, and like McAfee like sounding like a dog almost. It's a little different.
Yeah, McAfee's weird sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Way more than sometimes.
So next up we have Jey Uso and Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Pretty good match overall. Uso ends up hitting a dive spot outside the ring, taking out all 4. Seth ends up coming out, stomps Jay on the outside, causing a DQ. All 3 end up attacking Jay and Sammy. Punk makes the save with the chair. So, I was surprised to see that match that early too.
Yeah,
but I knew more was coming. Like
that came on, and I was like, "Is it like 10:30?" I'm like, "Oh no, there's still like an hour left."
Next, we had Kairi Sane versus Raquel Rodriguez. Liv ends up trying to interfere. That's a new word. Liv tries to interfere, and Io Sky comes out to take Liv out. Raquel goes to help, but Sane ends up why can't I talk about this match? It wasn't even a bad match, actually.
No, it's a good match.
She throws Raquel head first into the ring post. Sane gets to the top rope, ends up hitting the insane elbow for the win. I'm glad to see Carrie end up getting some wins. Not gonna lie, I'm glad to see me actually being able to speak.
She was missed for a long time.
Carrie has better English than I do at this point.
What? So does Doink and Dink, and they didn't even talk. Well, they kind of talked.
Dude, why you gotta go that far?
I don't know.
I'd rather be Doink and Dink than I'd rather be dressed up as a clown driving on the road. Actually, you're a clown too, driving on the road while you're listening to Ja Rule.
I knew you were bringing it back in. I don't even listen to Ja Rule anymore. I don't even listen to music anymore. I just put podcasts.
I don't listen to music. Music listens to me.
Well, your kids don't listen to you either, so.
But you do.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I listen to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What happened next?
Do you want me to read what's next?
No.
Huh?
No.
Oh, I was gonna listen to you, but see.
Yeah, because if I said yes, you were gonna go, well, I don't listen to you. So it was the
I wasn't gonna say that at all.
It's a lose-lose either way.
I wasn't gonna say that at all. Would you let me read this now?
Sure, go ahead.
See, you listen to me. Gotcha, bitch. Anyways.
You asked me a question, and I answered. How is that me listening to you?
Excuse me, I need to get back into the rundown of Raw.
Exactly.
The rundown of Raw.
Shh. This podcast isn't going to last much longer.
Is it?
No.
Why?
It's not going to last much longer.
So next, we have a Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross segment. Kind of the same thing he was seeing from Karrion after a while. He's telling Sami that he's not a good guy, but he's a bad guy. Sami's like, oh, you're wrong. I am a good guy. Kross is just like, I might be wrong, but I could be right too. I just love this Kross thing.
He needs to have matches. Not on Saturday Night Main Event, or not on Main Event. He just needs to have his matches.
Main Event. I wish he was on Saturday Night Main Event, to be honest with you. Jay's in the locker room and Gunther sits down next to him. I mean, there's been a lot of backstage segments, but I love this one. Because basically Gunther's like, what are you doing?
Why are you helping everybody?
Like, you're fighting me. You should be focused on me. You're not 100%. Stop getting involved in everybody else's stuff.
Stop helping everybody else out.
Like, I want to fight you at 100%. Like, Gunther was, like, actually just like, bro, like, come on. And
it was kind of like actually, not kind of, it's exactly like the Drew Seth from 2 years ago. When Seth was helping Cody in the tag match, and Drew was like, what are you worried about this for? You should be worried about facing me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Seth lost the title. Oh, shit. You mean Jay's going to lose the title?
You think he would only be a champion for this long?
I mean, his Intercontinental title reign wasn't long.
I know.
Oh, no. I don't like that. I just thought of that.
Why did you just think of that?
I don't like that.
Why couldn't you be forgetful like you always are?
Because it kicks in once in a while.
No, I gotta remember shit now. Cool. So last but certainly not least, we have the men's Money in the Bank qualifier. AJ Styles versus CM Punk versus El Grande Americano, who was wearing Chelsea Green's boots.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. Okay, Chelsea Green's boots. All right, okay.
Yeah. So was a pretty good match overall. Punk ends up hitting the GTS on El Grande, but Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker end up coming down, pull Punk out of the ring when he goes for the cover. Jay and Sammy come out to help Punk. Styles jumps up out of the ring onto Reed, Breaker, Uso, and Sammy. Takes everybody out. AJ gets back up on the apron, goes for the phenomenal forearm, but El Grande Americano headbutts him and gets the pin.
Such a waste of a spot.
For the win.
Such a waste of a spot. He's already going to be tired anyways from having a match at Worlds Collide.
Gracias.
Waste of a spot.
It's not a waste.
It's a waste of a spot.
Bro, how good he is? Come on.
He already has a match prior that day. He's not gonna be 100%. What do you mean he might be 100%?
Have you? Okay. Let's look at the reality thing. Have you literally looked at him?
Gable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's literally has less body fat than Finn.
I haven't been a Gable fan since American Alpha. Not American Alpha. What was his first tag team with
Alpha
Jason
Academy?
Jordan? No, American Alpha with Jason Jordan.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been a fan since maybe a little bit of a Shorty G fan. Just because I pissed a lot of people off.
I'll be honest with you. I've always liked Gable, and then when I watched that one video of him working out and seeing how strong that dude is, he is strong.
Yeah. I don't know. Not a fan. I don't know. I would have rather seen Chad Gable in it than Grande Americano.
I want to see Chad Gable turn into a more serious type guy, like
I don't think it'll ever happen.
Like Kurt Angle.
I don't think it'll ever happen.
It should.
I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
He could be like a machine.
He could be, but it's not.
Well, why are we talking about Chad Gable? The winner of this match was clearly El Grande Americano, the greatest luchador of all time.
You just said you want to see Gable have a series, and then you're...
Yes, I want to see Gable be serious in his team of American Made, and I want to see nothing but fruitful winnings from El Grande Americano because he is the world's greatest luchador.
I want to see him get through 18 tables at Money in the Bank.
And you know what? He'll get right back up after that.
He'll drink his latte and stay right back up.
Because that's what the greatest luchador in the world does.
From the Gulf of America, right?
From the Gulf of America.
Is Raw done? Can we go to NXT? Because we got to talk about him again later anyways.
Well, I mean, basically after that match, Punk is fighting with Breakers. Seth comes in, attacks Punk. Seth ends up stomping Sammy, stomps Punk. And then Jay stomps Jay. Then he's dragged towards the corner, and Reed hits 2 tsunamis on Jey Uso. And then the show ends with Seth, Heyman, Braun, and Reed all standing tall. So,
did you know there's a reason why he moves his arms like that?
What?
I wish I could remember. I want to say he said somebody asked him in an interview why he when he does a tsunami, why he motions his arms like that. I want to say he said something like it makes it look more effective, or it makes it look.
It's something about it stands apart from the other splashes.
Because instead of just doing a splash, it looks more dramatic for him doing it that way or something.
Yeah, I always thought he reminded me when he moves his arms, he looks like Mario in the swim levels.
Kind of does. Now that you say that, he kind of does.
A little bit, actually.
Now that's all I'm going to see is Mario in the swim every time he jumps. All right, so we can go to NXT.
Are we?
NXT started with a 6-man tag match of Dark State and Chase U. Uriah Connors, Kale Dixon, and Andre Chase. And as you said, which I've never realized, I believe it's Kale Dixon is Finley's son. I don't remember his name, but looking at him now, I was seeing him, I'm like, oh, okay, it makes a lot of sense now. But obviously, Dark State's in it. Dark State won with their triple powerbomb jumping. I don't even know if they have a name for it.
Triple powerbomb jumping.
It's because they're holding them, and then the third guy gets on the top rope and literally jumps into the powerbomb. The powerbomb is the other two. It's not. I don't think they have a name for it yet. They should just call it the finishing move. That's what it is. Their finishing move. What's her name? It has in AEW. Next was Miles Bourne versus Charlie Dempsey in a rounds match. If Miles Bourne won, he can leave No Quarter Catch Crew. I don't know why he'd want to, but Rounds matches are cool. Bourne won the first one, Dempsey won the second one, and then Miles Bourne finished it, got the third one. And he is now, I guess, officially out of No Quarter Catch Crew. It's just, they were just talking that he wants to have a singles run, and I guess now he can have it. I don't know why he couldn't have it in No Quarter Catch Crew, but okay. Next we had Tyra May Steele, who won the first season of LFG, go against Ariana Grace, who just had an amazing mixed tag team match over the weekend with her dad, Santino. They both did the Santino walk going down to the ring. Obviously, Tyra May Steele won because, you know, she just won LFG and she's an Olympic gold medalist, so they have to have her win. She won with a German suplex. Next was probably the best part of the night. JC Jane came out. I'm the best women's champ there's ever been. Basically, all of the women's locker room came out. Lola Vice came out. Jada Parker came out. Last Legend. Then Last Legend started talking. I don't know how it's. I don't remember who started the fight, but then, oh man, the girl from Chase U jumped and attacked Jada Parker. But then the lights go out, lights come back on, and there she is, the glamorous one, staying on her little loft. Everyone, even it's funny because even like Corey Graves, nobody even said her name. Like, well, I guess they didn't say Ricky Saint's name when he debuted either. But Mariah May is now officially in NXT.
That's because they changed his name.
They're probably changing her name too because she kept saying NXT's just gonna be glamorous now. It's like I said before, it's kind of ironic that Mariah May debuted on the first episode in June.
I told you it's gonna be Mariah June.
It's gonna be like Mariah June or Mariah's January, Mariah something.
Mariah August.
Mariah Saints. She's Ricky Saints' brother.
It should be Mariah Starks. That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Next was an 8-man tag team match. Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Laredo Kid, and Sean Legacy of Evolve against Ethan Page and the Vanity Project, which is a random name for 3 guys. Brad Baylor, Ricky Smokes, and Jackson Drake.
That literally sounds like a stable that Pretty Deadly would be in.
Pretty Deadly or
Pretty Deadly with
the Mean Street Posse. Because they kind of dress like the Mean Street Posse did.
Oh, like preppy.
Yeah.
Bags of
preppy, like
Richards.
College douches. Yeah.
I want to fight them, and I never even met them.
The Vanity Project or the Mean Street Posse?
I just hate the preppy people in general.
Yeah, it's always a little. I'm better than you because I can shop at Abercrombie. I don't even want to shop.
You know how I said when we were younger, like we were different.
Yeah.
Like you were in the more like, I don't know. You weren't a preppy kid.
I wasn't a preppy kid, but we figured out that if we met at a bar, you were the ones that I hated at the bar, and I was the ones you hated at the bar.
But if a bunch of preppy,
we're
boat shoe wearing, sweater vest wearing son of a bitches walk through that door,
loafers walk. No, we're tagged.
Then we're both like look at each other like, another night. This one? No,
yeah. No, that's not happening.
No, I always hated people like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm better than you, I got money. Well, guess what? I got hands.
I always hated that.
You could have your money.
Dragon Lee nailed Operation Dragon to get the win for his team. Next was the TNA World Championship match, Trick Williams and Mike Santana. But there was a lot of shenanigans in this match because Elias and Ezekiel's brother, Elijah was outside. Trick grabbed his guitar, smashed it. As the ref's trying to take care of him, AJ Francis and Casey Navarro come and they put Mike Santana through the announcer table. They throw him back in the ring. Trick hits the trick shot on Mike Santana to win. So it looks like Trick, Casey Navarro, and AJ Francis are kind of teamed up a little bit. AJ Francis did say, like, he said something in a tweet of like, Elijah's not a fan of us, Mike Santana's not a fan of us, TNA's not a fan of us, so we're gonna go with Trick and A and have his back. So it's just weird seeing like this is probably the first time that like ex-WWE guys are shown on screen from TNA. I don't think it's happened yet.
It's had to have happened.
No, it did. Ash by Elegance, who was she went with Charlotte for a little bit.
I already know. I know exactly who it is. I just can't think of her name.
I can't think of her name either. But yeah, she showed up for like half a second maybe. But I feel like this is going to be a longer thing because now tomorrow...
Dana Brooke.
Yeah, Dana Brooke. Tomorrow at Against All Odds, it's Trick versus Elijah for the TNA title. So I feel like Santana's going to interfere. Casey Navarro and AJ Francis is going to interfere. AJ Francis was obviously... Was it just... No, he wasn't just AJ.
Top dollar.
Top dollar.
I don't know how I said that without
Shout out Michael Cole.
Flop dollar?
Flop dollar.
Oh, God.
That ended NXT, and that ended our wrestling for the week. Even though, I mean, it's Thursday, but we're not talking about AEW because we're doing it next week. So we can go outside the ropes for our talk this week. We're only going to talk about the stuff that happened over the weekend. We're not going to do any other big news. We can just talk about next week. But I feel like this is more important.
Well, we had the one thing that we kind of touched upon before we even started recording was the Liv Morgan situation.
I mean, if we want, and then we could talk. We can add that in with the other one that I talked about. We could talk about the stalker of Liv Morgan being at NXT.
That's what I was just going into.
I know, but then we can talk about the
yeah. I was just rolling.
I don't understand why this guy was there when she wasn't even there.
Yeah, she's never at the Performance Center.
Which is random.
I don't know why he was there.
I don't know why he was there either.
But that's crazy. Really?
There was just a random stalker, one of Liv Morgan. Well, I shouldn't say one of. A Liv Morgan stalker at the NXT Performance Center trying to find her, but she's never there, which is the part that was really random to us.
And you.
But he did. I mean, he got arrested. He did get arrested.
Yeah,
I did see.
But you see why like these women wrestlers are so like careful anymore,
right?
Like you saw that one video when that they were interviewing one of the women in the airport, and Kevin Owens walked by and was like, "You good?"
Yeah.
Like everybody's
remember the Oscar thing from Oscar thing from moments ago. To go along with this, there was somebody made a Twitter that was just the @ for the Twitter was "Is Roxanne Perez dead yet?" And every day he would just tweet nope, 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 and a bunch of people like tagged WWE, tagged like WWE officials, higher up people in WWE, and a couple hours ago, Adam Pearce tweeted, it's taken care of. I already forget the actual tweet. Let me pull it up. It was something like, whatever happened is taken care of. If you don't know what happened, don't worry about it. But if you know what happened, thank you. It's handled. And you go to that the Is Roxanne Dead, and it's not even there. It's totally gone. So I'm hoping it's more than just taken down. I'm hoping, like you said, there's action taken against whoever made that. Like the police actually, go and find this person. Like I know they could try to play the, it was just, is she dead? Yes or no? It's just a question. It's just also, and it's a freedom of speech thing because it's on. No. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. Mm-mm. You could say whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. Technically, there's consequences. There's consequences to everything. Yeah, unless your last name is Creed. Consequences, Creed. I didn't see that. Well, there was consequences. Get with those white girls. Whoa! Oh, hey, we just went down another path. Yeah, we did. But I mean, that's terrible though. Nobody should have to worry about their safety. No. At all. No. And there's way too many scumbag, weirdo, freaking neckbeard losers who take one look at somebody on a TV screen and it's like, I'm in love with. Shut the. And it's like we talked about. I mean, cursed 3 times. This is kind of the same path, but not really. Like, Cora Jade got released, yeah. So now she's going by Elena Black again, and she's teasing making an OF, and everybody online's like so excited for it. But like, you're just being creepers because she's not going to do anything that like. Yeah, but like for being so excited about possibly seeing this girl's breasts or something like. Like she was pathetic. She was just on Ariel Helwani's podcast. I don't know if it's a podcast or a show or whatever. She said she would go back to AEW. So obviously she's not going to do anything super crazy on there to where it ruins her wrestling career. She still wants to wrestle. I don't know. Sometimes she's mad young. She still has years left in wrestling. Sometimes I understand why women stereotype us because a lot of us are fucking scumbags. Seriously. And you've 3 times, so I can 3 times now. A lot of us are fucking scumbags that just want to be creeps for no reason. I don't blame women for wanting to have mace and pepper spray and all the other stuff they carry with them all the time. I don't blame them.
Oh, me neither.
I don't blame them at all.
Absolutely not. Because you have shit like this. Like, Liv Morgan has the benefit, I don't want to say she has the benefit in this situation whatsoever, but she has the benefit of actually being on a platform to where when she travels, like, she's going to be around fellow workers. Usually they all travel.
With Raquel, like, there's a picture of them showing up at Raw, and somebody zoomed in on it, because obviously they can't be. Behind Raquel is Rhea. So Rhea, Raquel, and Liv travel everywhere together. You're going to tell me some neckbeard's going to go up to Liv and Raquel and Rhea aren't going to do something?
You forgot about the most dangerous man in the world.
Dom's right there.
Yeah, Dirty Dom. Like,
Dirty Dom's right there. Like, eating his chicken, he's going to throw ranch in your face.
But like, what I mean, though, what I mean is she has the benefit of actually being able to travel with people and being, like, a little more safe.
Right.
But, like,
I mean,
look what happened to... She's not here anymore, Sonya Deville. Someone broke in her house.
Look at, I didn't know you were gonna.
So that's
the way you said she's not here anymore made me look at.
I mean, she's not with WWE.
Look at Hana. I can't think of her last name. That was in Stardom. That she took her life because of stuff like that.
Yeah,
and she was like only 21, 22 years old.
It's absolutely crazy. Like, we need to do better. Do better as a people. Damn it.
We need to do a lot better. And a lot of people, to go along with the Hana thing, a lot of people are like, why does Julia have dreads? Why does Julia do her hair like that? She does it in honor of Hana, because that's how Hana had her hair. A lot of people are like, oh, why is she trying to be like this? Why is she trying to be like that? No, she's trying to honor one of her friends that unfortunately
I hate that too, when it's like cultural appropriation. You shouldn't do or say something that's more based in another culture. Right. It's like, know the real reason. She ain't doing dreads because she saw a Booker T match. She's doing it to honor her friend.
Right. It's totally different.
I don't know. Just, how about just stop having opinions when it has nothing to do with you?
Fair.
Actually, no, because our podcast is based on having opinions.
Negative opinions.
Yeah, stop having negative opinions.
I mean, we have sometimes we have negative
I know this is negative opinions on those type of people, but
that's different.
They deserve it.
Yeah, it's different. We always say, like, as many times as, like, I go to Florida, I'm like, yo, I would love to see a wrestler, but I'm not gonna, like, bother them. I'm just gonna walk, hey, can I get a selfie? I'm not gonna be like the super creep and, like, do whatever, but, like,
you'd be a super creep,
depending on who it is. Maybe
you'd be camping out outside Cody Rhodes' house.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
and it's for Cody.
Yeah,
Randy'd be like, "Are you here for me?"
No.
Here for your husband.
Get back in. Bring Cody out here.
She'd be like, "Cody, we're safe." Some idiot that likes you.
He's like, oh, another one, really. Like,
he just pokes his head out the door. Whoa! Can you go home now? Can you just go? Are we done? Can you go home?
There's a Jack in the Box by his fence, and it's just pop up and going, whoa!
That's his doorbell. Anyways, yeah. To the gentlemen out there that like to stalk women, stop being such scumbags.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hope that if any other men are out there stalking a female wrestler, you end up running into someone like Braun Breaker or Jacob Fatu, and
those two alone.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Speaking of scary situations, let's go to a completely different aspect of scary situations. But what about during the speed match? The LWO member Joaquin Wilde ended up getting knocked out cold.
Yo, I didn't see the clip of the thing, but I saw him like being knocked out in the ring.
Yeah.
And even he was like, I'm still processing. Like, he put out a video, I'm still processing. I still don't know what happened.
Luckily, like, after the fact, he ended up putting out a video. He ended up tweeting, saying that he was okay, he was fine, but he's never been knocked out cold before. So that was the first.
Yeah, that was the first. That was kind of scary.
I mean, we can also go. This is a very somber outside the ropes one. We're going to talk about unfortunate events that happened to women wrestlers. Joaquin Wilde narrowly avoiding serious injury. And now we're going to talk into the current non-re-signings of certain superstars. So far, we have 3.
Oh, I forgot about the third one. Yeah, so far we do have 3.
So as number 1, as we mentioned already in this video, and I think everybody in the world knows, is R-Truth. Obviously, nobody really knows 100% how it went down. Some people say that he was offered less money. Some people say they just didn't want to renew his contract.
Right.
We don't really know until someone says. But R-Truth's contract will not be renewed with the company, along with Carlito, who actually he won a championship in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, he's like the WWC World Heavyweight Champ or something.
I mean, so he's got stuff going on for him.
Okay. Yeah, but it's also weird that, like, he was like, I don't know if it was him or somebody else. He still has 2 weeks left.
Yeah, but he was funny though.
He was funny.
When he posted about it, it's the same how he robbed.
He robbed them all the money. And what also was kind of funny on Raw, the PS5 wasn't there, so we know it was his PS5.
Yeah.
That's why he's always trying to get Raquel to pay for stuff because he's broke from buying the PS5.
But when he made that post about having to pay all the money back because he robbed WWE, like people actually believed him.
People were like, "What do you mean you have to pay?" Like, come on, guys.
What kind of community are we in? I don't even understand anymore. And then the last but not least is Valhalla, which is also, her real name, Sarah Logan. Those three will not have their contracts renewed.
Do you see there's a lot of people happy that her contract's not being renewed?
What will she ever do to anybody? She just came out with some face paint and no shoes?
No, but she put a lot of stuff online. I'm going to see if I could try to find it. A lot of, like, this is just all her that she's not resigning. I seen it at one point and I should have saved it. But there was a lot of, like, her putting negative stuff because she's pro something. I don't remember what it is. I'll see if I could find it. But
is it a politics thing? Because I don't know. Because I hate politics.
I think it's a politics thing. I want to say, here it is. I don't know what this let me see what this MAGPUL, because she's part of that, whatever that is. It's some kind of random.
The kind of piggyback off of that, there's rumors that Miz's contract is reportedly up soon as well, and he just recently deleted everything WWE off of his social media accounts.
Yeah, that was, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, that's...
I mean, he's been there forever too, so if he was let go, I can understand a little animosity there, but...
he's been there for a long time.
Another superstar whose contract is up soon also is someone that has been getting insanely popular with fans recently, and that's Karrion Kross.
Oh, I just saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to re-sign Karrion Kross, honestly. They're not doing anything with him. I don't see them.
They should. He's over.
Yeah, he's over, but they don't care.
He got himself over organically.
I think that's why they don't care. Because he got over by himself. They didn't
I always thought that was a Vince thing.
I don't know.
Vince had that jealousy. Or Vince Damore.
Vince Damore. So the Magpul Industries Corporation is the company that designs and manufactures high-tech polymer and composite firearm accessories, including their famous PMag magazines.
So people don't like her because she likes guns?
Yeah, but I swear it was something more than that. Let me see if I can just do it this way.
How about that we're just allowed to like what we want, and that's all that really matters. Unless it's something illegal, then...
I don't think it's anything illegal. I think it's something with that and something politics.
Oh, I hate politics.
I'm not even...
That's all I have for the news part of the segment, though.
I mean, if we don't want to end on a sour note...
My apologies for, rubbing my eyes like this, but like you said earlier, man, it's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
I had 2 of the kids doing graduations. Not high school, but their respective kindergarten and 5th grade, so... It's been a busy week. Going to a bunch of things.
So if we don't want to end on a somber note, we can talk about...
pictures. Being cut off by this mother...
Yeah, whatever. Liv Morgan and Dom Mysterio going to Complex and going shoe shopping this week. Which I watched the whole episode. It was kind of cool. But together they spent $10,000 on shoes.
He spends that a month on chicken nuggets.
On 8 pairs of shoes. So Dom got the stupid CPFM flea market shoes. I hate those. The Grinch looking ones, the overgrowns.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that you see a lot of people cut in the shoes. They look like grass. I hate those shoes. Those were $650. He got a pair of Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Mochas for $3,500.
Yeah, the Travis Scott shoes are way too overpriced.
Air Jordan Jumpman Jack Bright Cactus for $325. Zion Williamson Air Jordan 1 Low Voodoos for $640. I do like the Doritos. The Dorito Low SBs for $840. Liv got the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Reverse Olives for $1,000. The Adidas Women's Samba Cow Prints, because Dom wears the cow print vest, for $360. And then I didn't realize they made the black Swarovski Air Jordan 1 Shadows $1,500. it was a lot. They pulled it up and Dom's just like, yeah, cool, here you go. And she's like, oh, you're buying all these? Thank you so much, Daddy Dom. And I'm like, yeah.
He just got like a...
It's by Ray's credit card.
Excuse me, Mr. Ray Mysterio Jr., do you have your ID?
He's like, no, leave me alone.
He just got a sponsorship with Wingstop, didn't he? Is it Wingstop?
It's Wingstop, yeah. He just got a sponsorship with that. I don't know if it's a sponsorship or not because we haven't seen it. It's just we've seen that one part.
I don't know. Maybe he's going to like.
They did also. WWE is also a sponsorship now with Slim Jim, and a lot of people don't like it because Slim Jim's going to have like their logo on the tables.
I'm better to seeing Slim Jim than Real American Beer.
Yeah, no, we don't want to see.
One is a freaking meat stick. The other is a racist guy who. One is a guy who hates everybody the color of the meat sticks.
Fair.
I'd rather see Slim Jim all day, and Slim Jim has been in wrestling for a long time.
Right, a super long time.
Like literally everybody
Since
associates
like the 80s,
Macho
probably.
Man with freaking Slim Jims.
Right. I guarantee you, if you say Macho Man to some people, you're gonna get either Spider-Man. You're gonna get more Spider-Man and Slim Jims than you are actual wrestling.
That's wild when we read that thing about Macho Man. That whole cowboy getup and stuff he never wore to the ring.
Yeah, I know.
WWE.
I know.
That was only for Slim Jim.
That was only for Slim Jim. That's one of those
crazy.
I can't think of the name of the word.
I don't know, but I don't know. I guess Slim Jim and Hulk Hogan have something in common.
Uh-oh.
You want to snap into one and you want to snap the other's neck.
Jesus Christ.
What?
So the shout out of the week, I don't have it pulled up. We got a DM on our Facebook page randomly out of nowhere, which it's really cool because I asked the kid. He was like, "No, I don't even follow you guys on YouTube. I just found you on here." But he wants us to do a review on the 1991 Royal Rumble, which we will do. We're gonna do it. It'll probably be after the Money in the Bank reactions, if WWE doesn't have anything going on after that.
Or we could even throw it in with the reaction.
We have to watch it.
What?
I at least have to watch it. Well, I mean, we don't. We could pull up what happened, but I'd rather watch the 91 Rumble.
I'm just trying to look really quick, and my internet is moving slow as hell here.
That's because I realized you've been over here for like months and you don't have my Wi-Fi password. I thought about that the other day. Don't even tell me you didn't realize you don't have it.
I didn't realize I didn't have it either.
What are you trying to pull? Are you trying to pull up who
I
it
just
is?
want to see. I'm not trying to say last names. I just want to say his first name. That's all.
Come on, if you want to load, anytime now.
I'm good. Your Wi-Fi won't do shit either.
Nick wants us to do the 1991 Royal Rumble because that was the first pay-per-view that got him into wrestling. I thought it said he was there. No. The 1991 Royal Rumble was my first WWE pay-per-view that got me into wrestling when he was 3.
And you know what blows my mind? Because I don't remember if it was a 91 or 92 Rumble is one of the first one of the first wrestling things I've ever watched because I think my dad had it on tape.
What blows my mind is...
You know how like you used to have those boxes of VHS tapes?
Yeah.
And you go in your parents' room and you like look through them because obviously we couldn't afford regular tapes. You don't want to grab the wrong one though, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta read what's on there.
But I remember because I watched the shit out of this tape. And I don't remember if it was the 91 or 92. I think it was 92.
That'd be crazy if it was 91.
No, I think it was 92, 100%. But like it's the same.
Right.
Anyways, I'm looking forward to rewatching.
I'm looking forward to watching it.
And we did take, not to steal any of Nick's thunder because that was a fantastic suggestion. We did talk one day about watching old ones and just recapping older ones and kind of have it like just a separate video too. I mean, we already put 2 a week out. Maybe we'll put 3. Maybe
or like
4.
have it as like a rainy day video for when like we don't have time to do a recording.
Maybe 11 a week.
But ain't nobody gonna watch 11 videos of us a week.
What if they're shorts?
I mean, maybe. We've only done 1 short. It was just really weird that like, because I try to promote on Facebook. Sometimes I forget to put the video out, but you do it a lot on Instagram. And it just randomly, I just got a message and it was like, hey, I really like you guys. Can you do this for us? For me? And I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah, sure. How'd you find it? He was like, oh, no, I don't follow you, but I'll follow you now. I'm like, yeah, absolutely we'll do a video. So
yeah, I mean... We love it because we're wrestling fans, not experts.
Watch this month, though. There should be a reaction on the 1991 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and that goes for anybody else, too. Anybody else have suggestions? Anybody else has comments, opinions?
You want us to watch something?
We've been shouting everybody out that's gave us a compliment. Anything positive? I mean, he cut a promo on a negative one. But, Yeah, let's not go there. Okay.
Let's not go there.
No, but no, that's what we want, man. We want interaction. We eventually want to have more and more and more. We want to be at a point where, like, you guys have so many suggestions, we have no idea how the hell we're even gonna pull it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why we do this. We're just fans, not experts.
Yeah, we're only fans.
We're not putting that on a shirt, okay? I know you thought about it before.
Do you have I know we've done like 18 promos already today. Do you have an actual promo or no?
We have done a promo.
We've done a lot already.
So there's a musical artist by the name of Ja Rule. No,
oh my God.
I don't really have a promo. We kind of had many promos.
I didn't until the other day. I don't know if you saw the Cross Valley has construction.
Like, it's had it forever.
Like it always has construction. But it really... I didn't even have a promo until I noticed this. When you see how you see the sign, right lane is closed, coming up ahead. But there's still people that are in the right lane until you have to start merging and then try to get over. That shit annoys the hell out of me. I love when I see like tractor trailers or bigger trucks take up like both lanes because they're trying to block all those people, or they'll take up like the shoulder because you'll get the people that are trying to come along the shoulder to get in front of
I like when the people like they're doing that and then they try to get in. And I'm like, my car is worse than your car.
I don't try to do it to make the person in front of me nervous, but I will try to ride the bumper of the car in front of me because that person is not getting in front of me.
Not letting
because you tried to wait the whole entire time it's not happening. No. That shit annoys the hell out of me.
No.
There was a guy, we were going down to Florida, and at one, I don't know what state we were in, maybe Georgia, at one point, like 3 lanes had to go into one, and this guy got on the highway and tried to get in front of us. I hear my dad going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And he looks at me and he goes, grab the dog, because the RV's got an air horn. He hits the air horn, and you see the guy in the van trying to like freak out. He slammed on the brake, stopped, and like look up, and my dad was like, don't you dare try to do it. And my dad went, and the guy, you can see the guy, there's no cars letting him come in, every car's just going. Like, why are you doing that? The new one has an air horn. He was like, I'm so glad I got to use it.
I've been using it all the time.
I don't know if I'm guessing there's a normal horn and the air horn, but he's like, don't do it. And he looks at me and goes, grab the dog, because he knew it was going to be loud, and he hit it, and I was like, oh, there's an air horn. He was so excited he got to use it.
I mean, you know how we went and talked about creepy, weird guys before? There's also guys, kind of like us. It's just the simplest little things in the world. Simplest little things to just make our day.
When he had his own paramedic company, there was like Christmases and Thanksgivings and Easters where he had to bring their like work blazer to like my grandparents or to home in case he had to go help with a call, and I would have to go with him because if he had to go in the ambulance, I would have to go pick him up to the hospital in the blazer. So like we'd have to go on a call, and he'd look at me and go, "I'm going with the ambulance. Don't turn the lights on and don't put the siren on." I'm like, "Come on, let me just do a little flick of the siren once." He's like, "No, you're not putting any of them on." But that's like just one little siren, one little light, and we're happy.
That's it. Even parked.
Yeah, even parked. That's fine. We're happy. We're good. No, we don't got to do any of that.
No, that's fine. No,
the stupid stuff that makes us
completely
happy.
understandable.
Yeah, the stupid stuff that makes us happy for no reason.
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of that stuff. Well, I guess that's it, though. I don't really have a promo. I kind of went in on certain things.
Yeah, we had basically this is pretty much the promo episode because we had a lot of it.
Oh, I got one thing. Okay, so from being at 2 different graduations for younger individuals.
For kids? Like
when the teacher or the host or anybody says, please hold your applause.
Host is crazy.
Until after.
Oh, and then you still get the...
Yeah, people screaming in the middle.
Oh, that shit pisses me off.
If the children are sitting on a stage, now mind you, my daughter, like Logan's older, he's in 5th grade, they'll listen a little better. My daughter's in kindergarten. If those kindergarten kids could sit on the stage and not goof off.
Well, she listens better than you listen, first of all.
True. I think us as parents could listen to be quiet until everything else is done. Or, I'm going to throw this one out there too. This might seem like common sense.
Oh boy.
When you want to get a picture of your kid, there's something on your phone. It's a Zoom thing. I got some great pictures of my daughter.
Oh, you get some of the parents that would run up?
Oh, they'll run up. Here's the best one.
To like the stage?
If someone ran up with holding balloons.
No, I'm tackling you.
So not only was I standing there and then my phone went down, I looked to my left, there was a dad there, looked at me, he's like, I looked to my right, there was another mom, our view was gone. totally, because I just saw balloons.
I would have popped the balloons. I would, if I was security, I would like tackling the person.
Yeah, just, I mean, come on. Kind of have some,
Decency, respect.
decency. And listen. How do you not listen? Please be quiet to the end. First kid. Ah! You sound like a bunch of seals. Come on now. Like I said before, this is gonna be my new phrase that I'm gonna tell the people. Like, do better. Just do better. It's not hard.
Is that the quote for the podcast? Is that our quote for our motto for the podcast?
Be better.
Do better.
Be better.
Be better. We need to be better at doing podcasts too.
Nah, we're okay.
We're all right.
I've seen worse.
Oh, I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
You'd be like that one comedian who takes his shirt off all the time. I can't pronounce his last name. Bert Kreischer.
Oh, Bert Kreischer? Yeah, that was on Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's bad at talking, but I just don't want to see man nipples all the time. As we watch wrestling with a bunch of shirtless guys.
I mean, you said it, not me.
I make no sense whatsoever.
So on that, I think we're done for this episode.
Yeah, I only like to see good, attractive men shirtless. All right, for now, we're going to head on out. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in and check out our predictions for Money in the Bank, and we got a couple fun games we're going to throw in there too. So
yeah,
thank you for tuning in, and
later.